cyber anti-pattern catalogs. With respect to this, we have seven different type of anti-patterns, that is can't patch dump, unpatched applications, never read the logs, network always plays by the rules, and hard on the outside, GUI on the middle, and Webify everything, no time for security. These are the seven examples which we are seeing with respect to anti-patterns representation. Okay. Here, one by one, we'll see what will be the pattern, how it will be represented, how we can identify them, how it will be blocked from your system, get affected by these type of anti-patterns. Okay. If you are going with respect to can't patch dump, anti-pattern name will be same can't patch dump, also known as social engineering, phishing or spam or spyware derived by malware, ransomware and autoplay attacks. These are the different names which are given by the different type of users. Okay, they may call it as social engineering, or they may call it as a phishing, they may call it as spam, all any type of naming they can give. That these are the common names which are given by the uh, users. Okay. Refractor solution is security awareness should be given by the given to the users. Then only you can reduce that attack. Unbalanced primal forces, that is confidentiality, for example, dueling private information, and integrity, for example, root kits. If you are going with respect, if this type of attack occurs, the confidentiality can be at the stake. For example, your whatever the private information you have stored in your system, or you have stored in your drives, or you have separately stored your confidential information, those things can be at stake. And integrity means whatever the toolkits are there, rootkits are there, that may get problem with respect to these type of anti patterns. Okay. Anecdotal evidence is technology is not a problem, people are the problem, and technology is easy, people are difficult. Whenever the users are using with respect to the technologies, with respect to the information, if they are doing getting any problem, or if they are creating any problem with respect to the systems, at that time these type of anti-patterns will come into place. That is can't patch dump type of anti-pattern. Anti-pattern solution is the end user's lack of security awareness puts his personal information and organizational competitiveness at risk. What does it mean? If one person who is using the system inside the industry, if you are taking the high level of risk, yeah, I can take the user in the industrial area. Okay. Means, or your IT firm. Okay. If he is using the system uh, uh, in a wrong way, or if the person who doesn't know actual security awarenesses, then his personal information or organizational competitiveness will be at risk. Then social engineering, the art of extracting the sensitive information from people, that is social engineering is somewhere the attackers can extract the sensitive information from the people who is using the system. This exploits the human's inherent tendency to want to help other people. See, whenever you are giving some help, at that time he can log in and he can get the sensitive information from your system, like your passwords, usernames, anything. Okay, that will stop the other people to help, inherent the tendency of the want to help for the other people. That is also one problem. Unaware end users are easily fooled into opening the malicious email attachments, responding to the spam offers, and downloading the spyware and ransomware and malicious websites. That is one example. Like if you are using the industrial systems or which is connected with the respect to the industrial intranet, then what will happen if one system which is connected with respect to intranet of the IT firm or your industry, if you are opening any malware email attachment or malicious email attachment, which will be showing off like a drawer, empty mail with attachment, or so many things will be there. If those type of attachments are opened by some people or responding to some spam offers and all, downloading some spamware will be initiated, and ransomware downloading will also get initiated. Malicious websites will get opened. If those initiations are taken by the user, then automatically the malware can get into your system and can affect the confidentiality of your whole system. Okay, the spyware problem is much more widespread than people realize, because it involves not just spyware application but also spyware that is running in the browsers, that is served up knowingly by the top 100 websites such as ESPN.in and Disney.com. There are thousands of web tracking companies making money spying on your web activities and vacuuming information from all your browser tabs. Okay, see, simply you can tell that these things are only applicable whenever the user is not knowing with respect to the security. Sometimes so many websites are there. Whenever you are logging into those type of websites, directly the information which are opened in the some other tabs, I can tell you an example. You will, whenever you are opening your Chrome or your Firefox, you will be opening many tabs. 5 to 10 tabs are open at that time. What will happen whenever you are opening your some of the website which are accessing your which are work as a spyware. Okay, at that time, what all the information you have opened one website like ESPN. I can tell you an example of ESPN.com only. Whenever you are opening that one, the remaining tabs, what all the things you have opened, I may have opened my Gmail IDs, I may have opened my social media information, or I may have opened some of the websites which are useful for me. All those information can be taken from those type of website. That is an sensitive information for each and every person. That's why that is also one problem. And there are thousands of web tracking companies making money spying on your web activities and vacuuming information. That is also one problem. And about 9,000 malicious websites offer free antivirus solutions when you install those applications. What you get interested is a threat and a warning to pay the vendor, or your computer become unusable. That is the main problem. Whenever some malicious websites will be offering some free antivirus solutions, but actually those websites will be attacking your system, that you will get to know later. Okay, and drive-by malware are computer infections that are loaded automatically when you visit a malicious website. Some of the computer infections are will be getting injected to your system whenever you are simply opening or simply visiting those type of websites will also give those type of problems. Some of these sites are from legitimate business that have been hacked and exploited or downloaded malware. And legitimate websites can also spread malware from their advertisements, which are controlled by the third parties. Means whenever some of the authorized websites will be there where some of the advertisements pop-ups will be you will be seeing. So many are there. So many websites are there where you will get so many pop-up websites. If you are clicking on those type of websites, or else if the websites with those type of many pop-up advertisements, then automatically those websites will be spying on your system or information which is present in other tabs, okay, which is controlled by the those advertisements are automatically controlled by other third parties, okay. And autoplay infections result when malware is introduced by a user from a universal serial bus memory stick, often in violation of organizational policies. By defeating by default, Microsoft Windows autoplay programs on money sticks whenever one is inserted. Sorry, memory sticks. Whenever see Microsoft Windows autoplay program, some when your laptop is an example, if you are taking, if you are inserting your pen drives and all, directly it will automatically install its software into your system. If you are first time, if you are inserting your pen drives and all, automatically your programs will be installed and you can directly access the information which is present in your this thing pen drives. That's why normally you can see that whenever you are inserting the USB sticks or memory sticks or pen drives, normally you will see that so many type of virus infections or malware infections will be easily attacked by using these type of pen drives or USBs. Okay, that's why that will be whenever autoplay softwares are installed with respect to the memory sticks, at that time automatically through the autoplay programs only your malwares will get into the system. That will be a main problem you can see with respect to USBs. Okay, and they are uh, propagated wires from the educational networks to home networks and were used to spread malware attacks such as Stuxnet. The anti-pattern occurs when organizations do not take adequate precautions to keep their end users from inadvertently compromising their systems or delivering the information to the strangers. See, whenever this anti-pattern occurs, organization should be have adequate precautions with respect to keep up with respect to the security considerations with respect to your systems or with respect to the systems or desktops or lab systems, everything will come into place. Okay, with the Microsoft Security Development Lifecycle (MDSL), Microsoft includes a free educational card game called Evolution of Privileged. Players role play attackers and pose mutual threats such as denial of service, spoofing, data spilling, and EOP. The game teaches security terminologies and is an entry to the threat modeling, which is a core concept of MDSL. For more information, you can go with respect to you can go for the Microsoft.com security SDL EOP. That is some type of game. Okay, that is a card game called Elevation of Privilege, which will give you an authority or give you an information or give you an knowledge related to the security threats, how it will be occurring and how you are going to overcome from those things. Okay, this causes, symptoms and consequences. Causes and symptoms of this anti-pattern or lack of recurring security awareness training program for all the end users, including a test statement, a test assessment. Why these things will occur? If the end user is doesn't know with respect to what all the problems he has to face, what all the symptoms will be there, and if they are not getting the test assessment with respect to these type of training programs. Okay, And refracted solutions and examples, you can see some refracted solutions and example. Security awareness training should be mandatory for every person in an organization. Always we have to give the security awareness training to the each and every organizational people, then only you can reduce the occurrence of these type of problems. Training should be completed before a person is given computer access, and then the organization should conduct the annual refresh courses. Okay, see, as and when you are giving the training to the person with respect to computer access, sorry, before giving that computer access to the person who is working under your organization, he should finish the training with respect to the security awareness, and then the organization should conduct the annual refresh courses. Means as and when the technology is developing, you can get updated, you should get updated with respect to what type of anti-patterns are there, what type of malwares are getting into your system. Then if you are giving the annual refreshment with respect to the course, then automatically they will also get updated with respect to the anti-patterns attack. Okay, the courses should be include training on social engineering skills as well as internet safety. Okay, training with respect to social engineering and also internet safety. The training should be articulate the organization policies on what information can be divulged to which group of customers or co-workers. With respect to the customers and co-workers, what type of co-workers and customers will be getting the problem with respect to this type of problem. The online training program with integrated testing is ideal and ensures that the required skills are acquired. Whenever online trainings are given with respect to integrated testing in ideal and ensures that the required skills are acquired. What all the required skills are acquired or not, that should be tested with respect to each and every person who is working under your organization. Test answers can be used for accountability and providing that particular policies were known as specific individuals. Related solutions are end users should have a website advisors installed, and perhaps as part of an antivirus suite, users should take even further precautions such as using the Google to reach website. Whenever we are directly, you should not directly go to the website, simply go through the Google search, then you will be having the proper or secured websites you can get in. Google constantly scans the internet for malwares. Always Google will be scanning with respect to the malwares, and before a user clicks through an suspected malicious site, Google gives a warning message on the search page. Thus presents a challenge page to further pursue the user to avoid the website. So whenever we are going with respect to this type of search with respect to the websites, if it is a malware website, Google will definitely give an information. It will affect your system if you are getting into this type of website. That information will be given if you are searching for the malware website. That is an one example whenever we are going with respect to the Google uh, through Google. Okay, that is an information. Sorry, if we are going with respect to, if you want to search for any of the websites or if you want to get into any of the websites, if you are going through the website, then it will reduce the risk of the attack of malwares. That is the one solution. And solutions such as Firefox extension, no script are to all on nothing to effectively dissuade dissuade users from the unsafe surfing behavior. No script stops website scripts by default, and uh, requiring user permission to enable them on each website. Whenever we are going with respect to Firefox, it has one application or one extension, that is a no script stops. Means whenever the malware occurs, it will give the information, or it will not allow the website to access your system, or it won't get into those type of websites. It the user requires has to give the permission to enable them to see that website if it is accessible by the user. After some experience, many users will enable the scripts everywhere, or at least on many top 100 websites where the biggest spyware threats resides. You can see with respect to, if a high level of malwares are there, or biggest spywares are available in those type of websites, then top 100 website has to be given under the scripts. Then only you can stop the spyware operation and access of malware into your system. Okay.